All right, we're recording now. Welcome to this Thursday night call. This is something Melody and I've been doing for me for 19 years and her for 16 years. And we just had a collective effort. We need to support our team and just be there for you. And I want to ask you a question. What kind of dream do you really have? You got a big dream or you got a small dream? And that's all well and good. You heard you got to dream to the next level. I want to ask you, what are you feeding your dream? Are you feeding that king size dream, a king size that action? Every dream has to be fed action. That's the nutrition of your dream. Is what kind of action are you taking toward feeding that dream? Do you have a big dream and you're feeding it some small action and you're wondering why you can't get nowhere? Or do you have a small dream and you feed it a bigger action? You know what happens? The dream begins to grow. It begins to get healthy and it begins to evolve. And as that dream evolves, it starts to evolve you. So take a look at your daily calendar and look what kind of action are you really feeding your dream? Are you really committed to it, or are you just saying you are? Are you a predictable person? And a predictable person, they say, oh, I'll give her 3 days. Last time she only did it a day and a half, and she quit again. And, what I want to do is I want to take this collective group through the leadership, and I want you to become unpredictable. And the next time you become predictable is when you speak something, people say, that's like that E.F. Hutton stuff I heard about. When they speak, people listen because they're going to follow up and follow through. Until you follow through with a massive action on your dream, you just got some old vain words. And I'm encouraged to meet Lydia Brown. Actually, I've been introduced to her in the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago, watching her volume explode. I know last month, month prior to last month, she put in 30 some loyal customers. Last month, 83. This month, she's well on her way, over 20 again. So that's about 130, right around 150 customers in 3 months. And we wanted to find out, now, how did you do it? Lydia, and she's assured me she's growing in leadership and that she is setting the pace out here, and she keeps it really simple. Now I want to ask you something by show of hands. How many people want to learn, hear the story, keep it simple, but have those kind of volumes? Yes? So what I want to tell you, when you have that kind of business to blow up, much is given, much is required. And when you have that kind of business, you have to work for it. You have to feed it that particular action to get that kind of results out. But then once you get it, you got to take care of it. So Lydia, it is with much pleasure. This is your second go around with us. You're setting the pace in the field. You're also a minister. I can't wait to where I can come and hear you preach to everybody. And maybe we can do one of those Zooms here shortly. But I want you to come in and share the story, and let's go over some of the things you and I talked about last week and what we talked about today. And just go ahead and give it to them about the dream you had and the vision that God has given you about where you exactly know that not only you're going, but everybody's associated with this organization is going as well.
Awesome. It's so great to be with all of you tonight. And Mr. Rusty, it's such an honor. Thank you for having me. It is really just a privilege to be on a team that has such a one team, one mission heart and such a strong faith in the Lord. And that's what me and my husband were drawn to about this company in the very beginning. We're just so grateful to be a part of something that's really bigger than ourselves, and each and every one of you that are on here tonight, you are, you're bringing your personal dream to the table, but you're going
my guy's going to give like 40. That's
Hold on
140.
1 second. I apologize for that. All right. Go ahead, Lydia.
You're going to see your dream grow and evolve. And like Mr. Rusty said, my first time around, I thought my dream was big, but my comeback dream is even bigger. So I'm just really excited and I'm on fire. And I'm just so grateful to be where I'm at right now in this company. It's really great whenever you can come together and you can collaborate and see what each other's doing that really works and really simplify things, because really a champion, you guys, is just a master at the basics. So if we can master the basics, we can make it all the way to the Olympics, right? Those are the people that just did the same thing every day and they were disciplined. So I'm going to get into what I did because it's super simple, but I just want to set the tone for this Zoom and letting you know that 90% of it's mindset, Mr. Rusty, just like me and you talked about earlier today. It is keeping that why in front of you. It's keeping that dream in front of you. And it's working based off of what you want and not how you feel. Because there's some days you wake up and you're not going to feel like you felt the day before, but you're going to put in the same amount of work because you want to see the harvest of that in your business, in your family, because that dream and that burning passion you have on the inside of you, your why is in front of you. And so me and my husband, we are both ministers, and we actually met by me going and ministering at his church. We're newlyweds. We've been married for a year, and we just celebrated our first year anniversary in April. And I have an amazing husband who is so supportive, and he just said, sweetheart, let's jump in, let's do it. Like, it works is so awesome. It's where it's at. We had such a great experience when we were in this company the first time, and life kind of happened, and we got distracted, and we weren't able to find anywhere else what we have, and it works anywhere else. And so that's what brought us back, is because there's literally nothing else like this out there. And so me and Nick are just grateful to be back, and we're more on fire than ever. And he's a great support to me, but there was a time whenever, he didn't have the same vision I had, or our families, haven't quite understood why we're doing this. And you guys, more people will be able to jump on and support you and run with you as they see you remain consistent. There are people now that are joining my team that see, where I'm at now. And in the beginning, they couldn't see that, but I saw the dream in the very beginning. And so just stay encouraged and know that as your dream grows and as you grow as a person, your business is going to grow, and you always want to evolve, and you always want to be willing to grow, because that is how we always push forward. And so, Nick, long story short, he's super supportive, and now he's like, let's go all the way. I'm ready to do this. I want this to help fund what we want to do in mission work. We have a heart to reach young people all across the world, and we have a heart for missions, and we just want to see the gospel spread through our generation. We want to see revival in our generation, and we believe that it works as a vehicle to help us give back and to be able to do that and free us up to be able to go and to accomplish what we feel called to do. It's a vehicle for us. So you're going to see I'm sitting here in a campground. We're actually full-time RVers. We travel full-time in an RV. I work from wherever I'm at, and I'm literally living the dream now that I used to pray for. So that's just a little bit about me and who I am. I love the Lord with all my heart. I have an amazing husband, and I'm just so grateful for my team and for my amazing upline, Miss Melody, Miss Susie, all of my sidelines. It wouldn't be possible without any of you guys. And so, you guys, it really is all about being a team, and it's one team, it's one mission, and all of our dreams look different, but we can all get there the same way as we encourage each other. So, Miss Rusty, that's just a little bit about me, but I'm really excited to share how I was able to enroll those loyal customers, because really it's nothing special to do with me. It's just I took a really basic, simple system, and I just got up and did it every single day. And I'm excited to talk to whoever's on here tonight who is ready to run and who just needs to know what to do. And I wasn't someone that had like thousands and thousands of followers. I didn't come in with a huge warm market ready to support me. We started out, I was at distributor rank in April, and now we have a diamond and an emerald account, me and my husband. And so I really had to get in there and just start at the very bottom. So like right now, if you're a distributor on this chat and you are on this Zoom and you are ready to take your business to the next level this summer, and you're like, hey, I just signed up, and so everybody's been talking about the momentum they had in the spring, but I'm new here and I'm ready ready to do this. If that's you watching, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. I want you to say, that's me. That's me. I'm ready to go. I don't know what this momentum that Mind Roller was talking about is, but I'm here now and I'm ready to do it. Or if you are like, hey, I've been here a while and everybody else is experiencing momentum in the spring, but I didn't really see that momentum, and I feel like I've been doing all the things, but I'm not quite where I want to be yet, but I'm ready to get there. I want you to put a 2 in the chat. Say, I'm ready. I'm ready for that momentum for myself. Like, you guys, it's not just all about the momentum of the company. Momentum can be created individually as well. So if you're watching and that's you, and you say, Lydia, I'm ready. Like, I didn't promote in April. I didn't promote in May, but I'm promoting in June. I'm promoting in July. I'm setting myself up for the biggest summer ever, the biggest fall ever, the biggest year ever. You guys, you're in the right place at the right time. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. You can literally be anywhere you want to be in this company with just consistency. And so, you know, me and Mr. Rusty, we talked some today about how it really does take massive action to get to where you want to be. And so I want to be honest with you and tell you, it does take work. It's not just something that's going to happen overnight. It does take work. But if you have your mind made up that you are ready to run, you're done with the excuses, you're done with the fear. You've seen your sideline teams promote, you've seen your friends promote, you've maybe watched Zooms and you've heard of other people's success stories, and you're ready for it to be you. I'm talking to you tonight. I'm talking to the distributor who is just trying to get their steps of success completed and who is just trying to earn their shopping spree. I'm talking to the girl who's been at Ruby for the past 6 to 12 months and she's ready to go diamond because she knows that's where it's at. It's basically a license to print your own cash. I'm talking to the college student that's like, Lydia, I want to go double. I don't just want the diamond income. I want the double diamond income. If that's you, I want you to listen to what I'm about to say, because honestly, anyone can go as far as they want to go in this company if they take massive action. And that's what this is going to be about tonight. So, Mr. Rusty, you just kind of let me know where you want to go from here, because I'm ready to tell them how I signed up all of those loyal customers and see these guys start reaching some of their goals, so that way they can start living their dream too.
Absolutely. What I want you to do is just, based per conversation in the last couple of weeks, and especially today, tell them exactly how you did it, step by step, the 30-month, the 83-month, and what you got going on this month, but what it really takes to go ahead and seize that particular moment, and what it takes step by step in order to maximize your effort in host to post, because I know that's where it's at.
Awesome. So, guys, a lot of you are probably on the corporate training for host to post. If you weren't, there are recordings. You can, reach out to your team, reach out to your upline, and they can get those to you. But I watched all of them, and it boils down to this. You got to get up at least, you got to pick your number. My number was 10. But you got to be committed to your number. If you can't keep your word to yourself, you're not going to keep your word to anybody else, right? And we want to be people of integrity. We want to be people of character. So I want you to make a promise to yourself and keep it. Make a number. I chose 10 because that's what all the top enrollers were saying, and it's non-negotiable for me. Every day I have to get up 10 host to post. There's some days that there are no comments on a host to post. There's other days that I have like 5 host to post blow up, and I'm thinking, how am I going to get to all of these messages? There are so many people messaging me, and then the temptation is, well, I had a couple blow up today, so tomorrow I'm not going to get 10 more up. Well, let me encourage you to not think that way, because whenever you do that, then your tomorrow and the day after that, you're still going to need to be growing your business, growing your network. You're going to be needing to add new people to your organization every single day. Like McDonald's, when they open up their store, Chick-fil-A opens up their store. You know, Hobby Lobby opens up their store. Every day they need new customers to come into their doors, right? So every single day we need to be inviting new people into our business. So I focused on making sure I was consistent and getting up 10 host to post every single day, and choose your favorites. I chose the Thermofy X host to post because it's super easy and simple. It's easy to upsell. I also like the hair, skin, and nail ones a lot, you know, because I've used it myself. It's a real quick and easy one too. The cleanse is another one of my favorites. So those are my 3 top favorites. And I had a script. I stayed on the script. If you're a new distributor, please don't try to reinvent the wheel. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. Keep it simple. Do what your enroller tells you to do and stay with the script. And whenever someone begins to ask you questions, like you're talking to a potential and you're sending them that script from your host to post, they're going to ask you a question sometimes that maybe isn't a part of the script that you have. Answer the question, get right back on the script. So they would all, like for Thermofy X example, I would send the potential my Thermofy X script, and then they would come back and ask me a question that maybe didn't have to do with the next part of my script. I would answer it, then I would send the next part of my script. I would always get back on script because you want to make sure you're keeping control of that conversation. You always want to make sure you bring it back to the script, and because the scripts work. And so I stuck with the 3 main scripts that were working for me. And what I would do is every single day I would make sure I would get 10 up, and some days I would have more than 10 up. Because you know, when I would write down the names of the people that said they would post, whenever they posted, I would highlight it. Well, sometimes there were some people who said they would and didn't, so I had to keep on asking more people to post. But then they would come back and post later. So maybe I might get 12 up that day or 15 up that day, but I would not go to sleep without at least getting 10, because in the middle of all of this, my why was so big. Because me and my husband, we weren't able to go and do meetings and do revivals, and that was a stream of income for us. We do youth conferences. A huge conference we had planned in Houston, you know, it was canceled, and so our income was immediately at 0. So like my why was so huge. Like this wasn't just a hobby for me. This wasn't, I'm just gonna try it and see if it works. Like no, this had to work. So I took massive action, and every day it was non-negotiable. I have to get this amount of host to post up because I have to go diamond this month to pay my bills. And so everyone's kind of at a different place, but that's how huge my why was. And so I made sure that I held myself to that standard and got them up. And whenever someone would respond and they would say no, I would still keep them on my potential list. This is key, because a no is usually just not right now. You've got to constantly add to your potential list, because down the road, who knows, they're going to gain 15 more pounds and they need your product more than ever, or they're going to get a raise at their job and now they want to splurge on a skin and nail vitamin. Or maybe it was just they were in the middle of getting ready to go out of town and they didn't have time to deal with talking to you, but they really wanted the product. It wasn't anything personal. So if they were interested the first time, they're going to be interested again. That's my mentality. So I keep a list of my potentials, and whenever someone says, not right now, I add them to that list. But if someone gives me like a definite date and they say, well, I get paid next Friday, or I'll have the money in 2 days, I go into my phone and I write their name and I put it on my calendar and a reminder. And guess what? That day they're getting a follow-up from me. And they're going to hear from me. Hey, girl, I know you said you'd be ready to get started today when you got paid. I've been saving your spot for you. I'm putting in orders today. Are you ready to get started? I would just send a simple text to them, or I would send a simple voice memo to them. You know, I'm happy to share the scripts that I did use. But this is what I do want to encourage you guys with. There's no magic script. I have used multiple scripts. There is no magic follow-up script, no magic host-to-post script. Where the magic is in your consistency every single day to get up and take massive action. It doesn't matter if you're afraid of voice memo, text it. If you're like, my fingers hurt because I've enrolled 50 loyal customers and I can't type anymore, voice memo it. Just as long as you are taking some kind of action, you guys, you really can't say the wrong thing to the right person unless you're just ugly. But I don't believe there's any ugly people on here. I think we got a team full of sweet people. I'm a Georgia peach. I try to see the sweet in everybody. I do have a lot of red in me. Me and Mr. Rusty were talking about that earlier. But you know what, you guys, as long as you're coming to someone with a heart to help them, it doesn't matter what you say. You just got to open your mouth and say something. So I made sure I mastered putting 10 host-to-post up a day, and I mastered follow-up. And I had people, Mr. Rusty, like sometimes I would message them and I would say, hey, you know, I know you got paid today. You ready to get started? And she like, well, I spent my money on my nails, or well, my card got lost, or, you know, whatever. Okay, great. So when would be a good day to follow up with you? I didn't just leave it. You know, I'm still persistent with it. Like, I mean, what are they going to do? Like, if you just, I mean, whenever you go somewhere and you want a service and you put your name on an email list, they're going to keep on emailing you and following up with you. Target is booming because Target follows up through text, through email, through ads, through stories, through Instagram, social media, through influencers. Now they're paying people to do what we do, and so we make way more money than Target influencers and Amazon influencers. They're looking for people like us, but you have to stay in front of people all the time, and you have to follow up with people. And so I made sure I stayed in my stories. I made sure I used the products. I made sure I posted about the products. And all those things are just simple, letting people know that I'm open for business, but it is not asking. If we do not ask, if we do not message, if we do not follow up, then we are not really taking massive action, and we are not going to see the enrollments that we want to see. So, I mean, I think I've been doing stories every day since April, and I think I've only had one loyal customer message me from my stories that I never reached out to. So if I would have not been asking all those people through host to post and through follow-ups, I would have missed out on almost 129 other loyal customers, right? Because people are waiting for us to go and share with them what we have. And so it was through host to post, and it was through massive follow-up. I followed up with everybody and multiple times. And there are still people right now that are signing up with me that just started working, that were out of work in April when they commented on a host to post. Those potentials stay on my potential list until they join my team as a loyal customer, as a distributor, or they tell me to not contact them anymore. They're on my potential list. So those are the two main things that I got up and I was consistent in following up. And so, you know, I did some studying on follow up, and I found that most businesses have to follow up with the average person 15 to 18 times before someone will do business with them. Car dealerships, you know, a real estate agent, just any kind of business owner, they're going to have to follow up with, or any kind of person in sales, any kind of person in business or marketing. They have to follow up with their leads at least 15 to 18 times before they ever purchase the first time. So I think we have pretty good success rate, and it works because I haven't had to follow up anybody that many times before they join. So normally it's about 2 or 3 follow-ups and they're in.
All right, so I do have a question for you. It's something you and I addressed today, and it's in any big business. I know Melody, Carissa, Carrie, all those guys has been with us a long time. We all experience it. So out of all the customers you got, you still have to take care of those particular customers because they might not got an order right. They might have had an unrealistic expectation. I had 3 of those today. The ladies that she's been on the product for 2 days, she ain't lost 15 pounds yet. I said, well, if you find something that does that, please share that with me. I think between me and a couple of people I know, we'll probably want that one. But so you create realistic expectations, and that's your way of coaching people to the next level, talk them off the ledge. You never know what got them upset. And so that is what Melody and I call superior customer service. Our customers are always right, even though it's aggravating for some of them and keep beating the same drum. Some of them just want to talk to us. But the beautiful part is we're going to stand head and shoulders above everybody else in leadership, and we're going to create solutions for problems, and we're going to be there to support those people. That's how Melody and I stayed in business. Melody about 16 years, me 19 years here. This is the only deal we have to do. That's how we done it, is because what? We love our people. It's about the unconditional love. It's about that true Christian attitude, that true "I love you" type of deal. Hold on one second. But anyway, so let's talk about that a second. How some of the you got out of all those customers, you had a couple that had some unrealistic expectations. Some of them didn't get what they thought they were going to get, or they clicked the wrong button or whatever. Let's talk about that for a minute. Say this is part of you building a big business, but taking care of your business.
That's really great because, you said something, Mr. Rusty, that's so true. To whom much is given, much is required. And so I want to ask you honestly, we hear stories of people who are like mass enrollers for loyal customers. Like right now, my fear is that I'll also start enrolling more distributors, and I'm growing in that area. But I also know that as I pray that, and as I begin to journal that, and as I begin to desire that, I need to prepare myself for the responsibility of that. And so I'll be honest with you guys, whenever you sign that many loyal customers, like my sideline sisters that are on here, and my upline that's helped me with a few things, like they'll be able to tell you I've had a few loyal customers that they had issues that I've had to take care of, that it feels like almost every day that there's one of them that needs something. But then I have to stop and remind myself, well, I signed up, I fulfilled, the steps to success multiple times in 1 month, so I need to keep in the forefront of my mind, yes, this is a great responsibility, but the reward's going to be worth it. And I'll be honest with you guys, like you have to prepare yourself for that. Are you ready? Are you ready to be able to serve that many people? Because like me, I'm going to serve them. I'm going to respond to them. I'm going to follow up with them. I'm not going to be MIA. They're not going to be able to not get in touch with me. I'm going to be committed to servicing them because I made a commitment to them as their distributor to be able to help them reach a goal that they had. If it was, health, wellness, whatever it was, beauty, whatever it might be that they wanted. I gave them my word that I was gonna help them do that. And so there's some people, of course, it doesn't matter, who you are. Like I referred to Chick-fil-A earlier. You can be Chick-fil-A. You're still gonna have some people that maybe it's just where they are in life, and maybe we're what they need to shine, the light of Jesus to them and to be a witness to them. But, you guys, after, at the end of the day that you've served them and you've done everything you can do and to do, and you can lay your head down at night and honestly say that, the rest of it you have to leave with the Lord. But just prepare yourself and know there's going to be a lot of responsibility that comes with that, but it's worth it. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with being a diamond, but it's worth it. And I'm sure if I sat down with an ambassador, they would say there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being an ambassador, but it's worth it. Or a black diamond, but it's worth it. Or even, Mark and Cindy Pentecost, there's no telling the kind of responsibilities they have, but look how many lives they're changing. And so, we do what we can do to make things right with people and to always give them the best customer service possible. But you guys, you got to just know that you're going to experience huge overnight growth pains because of that. But if you are ready to see like massive dreams come true and you're ready to see massive growth, then just be excited about it. Like I got off of the phone with Mr. Rusty today and I was just like, I was on fire. I was just so ready to like go sign up even more people and go share it with even more people and go out and follow up with even more people because I'm ready. There might be some other people out there that maybe aren't ready for that, but I believe I'm talking to people tonight who are ready, because you wouldn't be on here week after week after week if you didn't believe in this, if you didn't want more, if you didn't need more. And so you have what it takes to do it. All it takes is just every single day knowing that your mindset is, I'm going to get up and I'm going to today and I'm going to do the best I can. And you're going to attract even more people to your business that are like you, that have that same servant's heart, that have that same mentality. And so, I will tell you that with everything that's been happening with the restrictions, customer service has done as great as they can to service our customers. But at the end of the day, you guys, they are our customers, and so if you have to send them a sample and a thank you note and let them know we appreciate you so much. I'm sorry that your coffee was on back order, but you got a hot product. Like, this product is flying off the shelf. Your place is in line. It works. People want its hands on it. Like, people order the new Apple iPhones and they're on back order for months because they want it, right? So we have something people want, and it's a good problem to have, Mr. Rusty.
Yeah, you know what she's talking about, and Melody and I have been aware of this for many years. Is staying in business after the sale. You're not the glorified salespeople like some insurance people or car salesmen. And if you're a car salesman, insurance person, I'm not downing you, but I think there's the two most hated salespeople in the world. So it's taking care of your customer past the sale that has kept Melody and I in business. Well, the years, and we're the oldest two people here. There's a reason for that, because we go over and beyond and above to make sure that we're doing it right, because we have attached our name to the brand. And so right now, every one of you are branded for something, and we're talking about growing you as the brand. And most people never get to that point to understand it. You're hoping you can sign up 83 customers. Oh, I would do it. But are you putting the time in? And then once you get it, are you really going to take care of it? There's a lot of responsibility. And I hate to keep referring to Melody now, but we are the two oldest people in the group. Not only do we have to take care of our customers, but between her and myself, we probably got with customers and all over 1 million people in our organization. And so for much is given, much is required. So the one thing is she can tell you, you're going to have to start to grow here. You're going to have to become that next CEO. Do you want to be a great CEO, or you want to be a EIEIO like Farmer in the Dale? I'm just going to be the EIE. I hope I get 80 customers. I hope my group grows. I hope I find some. No, you're going to posture yourself to grow, and you're going to make sure that you do what? You're going to grow here, because the more you grow here, the more your business will grow, because you're able to handle adversities. You're able to handle more problems, and you got to look at, I got to stay in business past the sale. I got to stay in business past the distributor. Now, quite naturally, you're going to have some distributors. They're as excited like they're going to set the world on fire and go buy Mars and all that other stuff. And the next day, you can't find them. It's like they've been kidnapped by space aliens or something. You can't find them. They're going to do it because somebody pee-peed on their dreams and told them, oh, that won't work. And you know what? They told me that. You asked Melody. They told us that in the beginning. I had some family members. You have lost your mind. You're going to do network marketing, and you left the bank. Uh-huh. And see, they thought that I was predictable, but I was just crazy enough not to be predictable. And now if you tell my brother-in-law something, they say, yeah, if he does it, if you got him to do it, they don't quit till they win. It don't matter how long it takes. They get to fight every day. That's the difference in being a soldier, a Boy Scout, and a true warrior. That you wage war on poverty, that you wage war on everything that's happening, that you show up as that leader, give somebody something to believe in. You lend them your hope till you get there. But after that sale, you don't discard those people. Hell no. You get right in the trenches and you follow. My follow-up system is old school. When I have a new customer loyalty, I'll fill out 2 thank you cards, and I'll personally sit here and write them out. You know why I do that? Because I'm sending them one now to tell them I appreciate you. Carrie's doing it right now. I appreciate you supporting my family business. And when I sign the card, so does Robin, my wife, of 41 years, and so does my 2 daughters. You're supporting our business for 19 years of helping people do what? Achieve your goals, your health goals. Setting a new standard for your family to follow. And when you talk about that, then I fill out the second one. You know why? Because I'm going to mail it in about 30 some days later. I want them to know about it on the time they got in. I'm going to keep Rusty the brand, because I'm going to be a trusted brand to them. Do you know why? Because people are going to talk about you. Just what do you want them to say about you? Oh, I got in with that girl. She signed me up, but I ain't seen her since. She just like she left the world. I don't know if she died or whatever happened. No, become the professional. So if you had a high level job, like I was a senior vice president of a bank, there were certain things that I had to get done, and I had to set the pace to lead that particular team to what we accomplished over there, except it was just taking all of my time away from what was most precious to me. And then I meet Mark Pentecost, a man of integrity, a Christian, a godly. His wife is between her and Christopher Pay and Melanie McFarland, and my mother, my wife, and my grandmother. They're probably as close to saints as if anybody I've ever met. but it's been consistent all these years. All these years, they show up when they say they're going to show up, and we all grow together. Now, if you want to take your business to the next level and you want to be the new norm is 80 customers a month, if you want that to be your new norm, raise your hand. Look at me right quick, every one of you. Raise your hand if you want that to be your new norm, because here's some truth I'm fixing to put on you. So Melody can back this up. If that's going to be our new norm, that is going to be a new standard that we set. And you got to show up in order for that standard to work. If that's going to be the new norm, do you know what the 80 some customers was last month, the 30 some before that, and 20 some this month already? You know what they are? You really want this to blow your mind? Melody can attest to this. They're nothing more than great distributors in training, developing a story on a product they're going to fall in love with, that they're going to share. And then sooner or later, you're going to pull the cream of the crop because you're doing this thing the right way. You're gathering all those particular customers and you're being there for them. So when that customer says, I want to do this, I recommend it to my sister and some other people, they're going to treat them exactly like you treated them because they're all in training. You can ask Melody McFarland this very second. Some of the best people we have on our team is blowing up, and has been for all these years, was nothing more than great customers initially. Well, Lydia, we got just a couple minutes left. What is some nuggets, just a couple little nuggets that you get to fill these crawls up? And people are so excited now. Look like I got one girl over here, got tears running down her face. I got one that just looked like she's just happy Jack. They just ready. They're excited. They become soldiers. They got the boots strapped on. They got the war paint on. They went and got their bush axes and their hoes and their axe and all that stuff. We fixed to go wage war on something. What exactly would you tell them to get them started? See, you cannot keep waiting till tomorrow. That tomorrow is nothing more than a satanic ritual you've been practicing all your life. How the hell has that been working for you? So we're going to start tonight. So what would you tell them to do this very instant as we get started tonight? Because see, this team right here is the most superior team in Network Squad. Well, do you know how I know? We've been here longer than everybody else. I don't care who made what run and when they did it and how they done it. They jumped off the Empire State Building. They had 3 parachutes and one failed and the other 2. I don't care. Melody and I, these teams, we don't quit. We keep showing up consistently. So what is that nugget you're going to give them to catapult this into the next level as we set new records and new standards, not only for It Works Global, but for this industry?
Well, the number one I would say to each of you on here is when you take Jesus Christ as your business partner, you'll always succeed. He is the example for everything: servant leadership, business, you name it. He's the example. And you see where Jesus every day, he got up and he took massive action and he showed his disciples what to do. He didn't tell them, he did it. If you're a leader on this call, you're called to be leading from the front, be running with fire lit on your tail so fast that your team is trying to keep up. We're not managers. We're not trying to, see what people are doing, tell them what to do. We lead them. We show them. And just like, Pam Souter always says, we focus constantly on bringing in the new, and our team, they're going to go and do it with us, and we're going to teach them as we go. And that's literally what Jesus did. That's how Jesus discipled. It was on the job training. So right now, make up your mind that you got the best business partner you need to do whatever you want to do with this business. And my second call to action would be make a post. Say, I'm giving away whatever. It might be a bag of keto coffee. It might be, your team might be doing a drawing. Some of your teams are doing drawings. Make a post right now on your wall and say, drop your birth date below to be entered into a drawing to win ABC, whatever your giveaway is. There was times when I first started Host to Post that my team wasn't doing a giveaway, and I just did a giveaway myself. So you guys, right now, go to your Facebook, make that post, let people start pouring in, and out of those, make sure that out of those 10, you're not doing all of them product posts. I do about 8 product posts, about 2 giveaway posts, because I want to expand my network even more and even more. So I'm going to have 2 of those people post something similar to what I just said for me. Okay. So that would be my advice to you right now, tonight. Don't wait till July 1st. Are you kidding? Are you going to let all of us get those $150 bonuses they're giving out that they said 75% are gone already? You guys, it don't matter what, it doesn't matter what your goal is or what color you are. Everybody would like a $150 bonus that's on this Zoom tonight, and everybody can get one. Get your 6 loyal customers tomorrow. Like, I think the most I signed in one day was 9 in a day. So, you know, like if you still haven't earned $150 from what they're doing right now, or you know, do you have a shopping spree you're trying to earn? Go, and you have 24 hours left to get it. You can get it. Do it tonight. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it at the end of the month. Don't do it at the beginning of the month. Right now is the time to do it. Right now in this moment. I've seen people. I went Ruby in 2 weeks, you guys. I started in the middle of the month. You don't have to wait till the end of the month. You don't have to wait till auto ships run. You do it right now. Take a step right now, because you're going to thank yourself for it later. You guys, God is so faithful. He is so faithful. He blesses effort. He blesses the work of our hands. And it says in the word that the hand of the diligent is the one that he blesses. It says that in Proverbs, that he makes rich the hand of the diligent. So if you're diligent and you do it every day, I didn't have some special, magic sauce. I just was diligent, you guys, every single day to get up and put in the work, and God blessed it. His grace is on this team. Are you kidding me? His anointing is on this team. His favor is on his team. Like Mr. Rusty said, you're not just a Boy Scout, you are a warrior in the army of God. That means all of heaven backs you when you go out there. You're on the front lines with heavenly hosts backing you and reinforcing what you're doing. So giving something to be proud of. Put your best foot forward. Serve with excellence. Serve with love, and know that as you're diligent and doing what you can, God will do what you can't. So if you're on this Zoom tonight and you want more and you believe there's more out there, I'm talking to you. I know you have everything it takes to do this. There's no difference between me and you. I just did what corporate was saying do. And honestly, you guys, my team can tell you, there's no telling how many mistakes I probably made, Mr. Rusty. There's no telling how many times I told somebody wrong and I had to go back and correct it. But you know what? I was just honest. I took my hat in hand, went to them, and I said, hey, listen, actually, the Thermofite X went up from $36 to $39. I'll PayPal you the difference. Like, I did whatever it took to make it right. You guys, people respect that. They honor that. You aren't going to know it all. Just jump out there and learn as you go, and God will bless you. God will bless you. Like, this world needs what we have right now. There's so many people out there that are looking and searching for more, and we have the answers to what they need. So don't let your own fear hold you back, because you could be holding the very thing that somebody else is praying for.
It don't get no better than that. Well, guys, I appreciate you being on the Zoom. And Lydia, thank you so much for speaking the life into the people, into me. I don't care how long you've been in here, Melody will tell you, we all need to be fed. And I've been fed tonight. And you know what? Make sure that you take this to heart tonight. Make sure that you believe that you're worth it. Your children are worth it. Stop talking about the future. If you're not going to apply yourself now, you're not going to have a future. Your future is going to be the same thing it was last year at this time, because you're making an excuse as to why you can't get it done. You just learned some valuable nuggets. And all it is you're lacking. You're just the inconsistency of becoming that CEO. And you're going to have to, way before Melody and I become millionaires with It Works Global, we had a millionaire mindset. She and I did courses together, the Millionaire Mindset by T.R. Hecker, or T.R. whatever his name is. But you know what? When you make up your mind and you go through it, you have to get the mindset of what you want. She just gave you all the stuff that you need, and all the stuff that you need. You just go out and apply it, but make up your mind that you deserve it, that you're worth it, that your family's worth it, that you're gonna break every generational curse. And when you start to break those curses, see, when Melody and I look at people right now, we're looking through you. And let me explain. Right now, some of you have children. Some of you have grandchildren. If we put you in a position to win, we change the outcome of the history of your life. We put that child in a position to live a great life, not a life of poverty, not a life of broke mentality. We set you up to create a legendary legacy. As we work this thing together, as your great grandchildren start to remember who you were, because you made the commitment right now and you made up your mind, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm not going to keep trying to figure it out. Just do it. As you go, just do it and take that necessary action. You will learn everything you need to know. Guys, I love you tonight. You're valuable to me. And until tomorrow, make this the best night you've ever had.